front-loading batteries on a handgun and why it matters. If you've got an IR laser / illuminator and you're putting it on a handgun, you're going to want to listen to this. It is extremely important. So this is the GL4 Pro from Defense Distributors, and one of the most important features on it, in my opinion, is it has front-loading batteries, something that very few units on the market have in general, and it is even more crucial when you are trying to mount it on a handgun. When you have an IR laser, it is extremely important that that unit holds 0. That laser has to hold 0, and when you mount it to your rail, you have to 0 it. Now, once I've mounted it to this rail, I should be re-zeroing it every once in a while, but I shouldn't have to re-zero it every single time I turn it on. Now, batteries on a unit like this run out pretty quickly, especially when the unit is juiced like this one. The IR illuminator is very, very strong, and if you're actually using it, your batteries are going to run out. It is just a casualty of getting to use technology like this. So when your battery does run out, what do you go to do? You change it. I hope your battery doesn't run out in a crucial time when you have something like this. This is the Streamlight TLR VIR2. The problem with this unit is it's meant to be mounted on a handgun, and the batteries load, you guessed it, from the rear. It is a crucial design flaw, a major design flaw, and the reason why is that this battery compartment on the back pops out. That's how you interchange your batteries. In order to pop that battery compartment out, I have to take this off of the rail. Now, if you're in the middle of a situation where you have to defend yourself and you are taking this off of your rail, flipping the batteries and putting it back on the rail, and then having to re-zero again, you got some problems. That's not a good situation to be in. Wouldn't it be a lot easier if I could just pop out the batteries out of the front? Like this. I can do this with one hand if I wanted to. It's that simple. It's just a twist knob, just like that, and your batteries pop out the front. What that means is that with the GL4 Pro, every time I want to do that, I will not have to re-zero this unit just to change out the batteries. With this, you will, and with any unit that has batteries that load from the rear. There's actually a problem with some PEC models that are doing the same thing. I've heard this happen a lot with the PEC 15, Somo Gear, all those different variants, in that the battery cap on the back is at a position where if you have any sort of a mod button or tail switch behind it, it's going to hit that. Mod buttons are screwed down. So what has to happen is if you mounted your mod button right behind the unit, you are going to have to unscrew that mod button just to get the battery out. Now, I've heard some people don't have that problem, and I think it's because they're not actually using mod buttons and they don't know what they're talking about. Because I've done the exact same setup with the PEC 15 and the mod button right behind it, and I very clearly replicated that problem, and it was an issue. The GL4 Pro, because the batteries are front-loading, does not have that problem, and it is as simple as that. That is the reason why front-loading batteries really, really matter, because if I don't have front-loading batteries, I have to re-zero this every single time I take, every single time I need to change out the batteries, which is a lot if you actually use your unit, and that's just an issue. And there's no reason for that when technology exists to have front-loading batteries. There's just no reason. So GL4 Pro did it right. That's it. I'll leave a link to it in the description because I do think it is the best budget IR laser / illuminator on the market. Enough said.